Watch this. Cibolo Valley, Texas, 26th of October, 2024. Addendum. We are moving forward with a January 16 plan to reposition the TARDIS. It is no longer convenient to put up with the offensive. Begin. How difficult it is to explain to people that that work is not abundant and abound on each street corner, yet they say themselves the economy is waning and jobs are disappearing, and act as if I could get the next job I asked for. Problem is the bid is free and the ask is livable. Invalid argument. Due to these hardships and the continuation of J16, Hikari IC is now in full tilt with the introduction of ImageWorks and Cottonwood. Uber is cool but simply insufficient. I shall raise a solid front within the recession and thrive in the procession. The road is long, but we do things for not being easy, but because they are hard and have the sweetest fruit. That's the literal log for today. So from here on out, I'm going to write before I speak, read the actual log in the video log, and then expand. So I just had a conversation with an old coworker who's on this job, and he explained to me that yes, the work is dwindling and the economy is waning. The economy is waning, it's getting thinner, it's receding. I can't find a job anywhere. Even the stuff that you think I would be the most proficient at, like computers and, building shit, it's just nobody's hiring. Nobody has money to hire. There's not enough business to justify hiring new people, I suppose. If I seem kind of spacey, I have smoked 4 cigarettes today, and I'm not used to that. It doesn't feel like I'm nicked out, it just feels like I'm super fucking spacey. SSRI overdose? No, MAOI overdose. That's besides the point. Yeah, you can't get... Jobs are rare. And the problem with jobs is that when jobs are in high demand, then that means the prices per hour, per, productive unit go down. Because there's simply an overabundance of labor available. But there's too much labor. There's too much labor and, not enough jobs. Therefore, companies have the power in saying whether or not they will hire you. It's not a hard to grasp concept. So, with that said, Uber is my best shot at, completing with the January 16 plan. And yeah, I said I was gonna delay it by 6 months so that I could focus on getting land. But at this point, it's not worth it to keep arguing every single fucking day and having to justify my life, my decisions, my whereabouts, and my doings to my parents. It's not. So moving forward with J16, that's the official name of the January 16 plan, J16. And, oh, fuck. The cool thing is that I have Wendy back, and I'm not necessarily going to use Wendy for Uber. I'm going to... The reason why I needed Wendy was because I had issues renting from Uber, because there were conflicts that made me ineligible to rent a car from Uber. But now that I have Wendy back, I'm thinking that if I can register Wendy to be, Uber viable again, I can, get a rental car to use in place of Wendy. Especially since now my parents are so hell-bent on removing my individuality and my power as a human being proper. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't know what I did to deserve such treatment, but I'm getting such treatment. I never considered myself human, but this is treating me below human. Anyway, Hikari I see and ImageWorks, as well as Cottonwood. So Cottonwood is actually an offshoot of ImageWorks. It's actually the brand, the San Antonio brand for ImageWorks. ImageWorks itself is the rebranded company, t-shirt printing company, which used to be Hikari Custom Apparel. Hold up. It used to be Hikari Custom Apparel, and now it's ImageWorks. Now Hikari is a larger conglomerate that's dedicated to essentially taking over the world and implementing the systems that were necessary from the start in order to have a thriving, productive, and overall happier society. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I don't know, man. I just, like I said, that the timeline is stabilizing, but I just really need a victory right now. Because although there's not necessarily anything that's particularly wrong, aside from my parents, intentionally giving me a hard time, I just don't have really anything to celebrate. There's nothing in recent memory that is worth, saying like, oh yeah, this went well. Let's keep moving. It's just like failure after failure after failure. I asked out chicks, and they all had boyfriends. And, you know, I don't necessarily pride myself on my date acceptance rates with women, the women that I've been with, or anything like that. It's like, I just need a partner in crime. And this came back to bite me in the ass. When I said that I would allow my old friend into the crew, it turns out he's actually not worth much. He's about as lazy as the rest of my generation. Keep in mind, it's not their fault. They're a product of their upbringing, as well as... Well, no, they're a product of their upbringing and their environment. Me, I've kind of been programmed with, hey, that works. I've kind of been programmed with with an ambition of a dying star. But anyway, he's not reliable. I asked him if he would do me the favor of taking me to the next city over, Austin. It's not super far. It's like an hour and a half away. Thing is, it's at 8 o'clock, but it's like, I'm asking you for a favor. And then he comes out with the most head-ass response. You know, it's not necessarily that he said no. It's that he said, no, I'm not going to wake up to take somebody 2.5 hours outside of town. But listen to how he says it. I'm not going to wake up. It is, 7 or 8? I don't know what time normal people wake up, but I have to imagine the latest is like 9 o'clock, right? And that's what confuses me. It's like and then he's saying that he doesn't want to move out of his parents' house because he likes saving money and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, it's like he's frozen in time. And what especially pisses me off is that to me is immaturity, and my parents call me immature. They should look at the rest of my generation. Every second that they're not spending trying to, get that bag, it's playing video games or getting fucked up. And I'm here busting my ass to just be able to live a nice life. And I guess that is a nice life for them. That's what they do. That's their definition of a nice life. But for me, that's not a definition of a nice life. My definition of a nice life is actually being able to enjoy the physical world, the physical environment in which I am in. What is the point of me being in this section of this plane, this universe, if I can't enjoy it? Shit, I might as well fucking put a bullet through my head and end the hallucination or end the simulation, because the whole point is that I want to be able to enjoy this universe. I'm not enjoying it too much. My parents are kind of trying to strip any ability for me to act as an independent being away. And it's just making me more and more aggressive with them, and it's resulting in very heavy conflicts at home. But it'll be fixed soon, because tomorrow I'm getting a fucking $70 Uber. Well, really it's a $30 Uber, because I'm getting a $40 ride credit, but it's a $30 Uber ride all the way to Austin to pick up this electric car. Suddenly my parents can't bitch at me for using my car, mind you. And here's another thing, I have a lot of stuff. The more I talk, the more things just seem wrong, right? My parents, for whatever reason, view cars as a store of value. They look at them like investments, like they're gold, silver, I don't know, fucking uranium or whatever. And I know for a fact that, economically speaking, cars are not a store of value. They are not investments. They are depreciating assets. But the point is that you don't buy a car expecting it to appreciate in value. You definitely don't buy a car expecting it to retain its value, especially since once it's off the lot, half of its value is gone like that. But I know that, and so, I know that you buy a car to use a car, not to, sell it again. They're like, you need to trade that car in now because it's already lost so much value because you've crashed it I don't know how many times. And I'm like, those weren't my fault. They were complete freak accidents that were not my fault. And yet they want to blame me every single time. The reason they want to blame me is because they can't imagine their special firstborn being a taxi driver. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to do what I need to do to get to where I know I should be. And no one's going to stop me. You can't stop me. Your coworkers can't stop me. Your friends can't stop me. The rest of your family can't stop me. Nothing can stop me. It's either I move forward or I blow my head off. I'm not joking anymore. It's like, give me liberty or give me death. Literally. Because I refuse. I refuse to be locked in a cage. And I don't want to do this, but it's not the right time right now. It's not the right time to quit. That's for sure. But yeah, cars are made to use, not to store as an investment. Reminder, cars lose half of their value once they're off the lot. Sure, this thing is only worth a quarter of what it was when I did drive it off the lot, but also it's a logarithmic scale. It would achieve the same value if those accidents did not happen. It would achieve the same value in 2 years. Especially given all the bespoke parts and the special, these cars, they don't retain value. But they retain value for me as long as they work and they drive around and they're not giving me problems. They retain value for me because I can extract more value out of the car and its utility than I can through its just through its value. I can extract more value from its utility than its value alone. And that's what nobody gets. Like, it only has 14,000 miles on it. That's not a lot. For a year, I don't think that's a lot. Certainly, I know that the red car that we have has way more miles on it because they take it left and right and they're always traveling even though they shouldn't because the money's running out and the economy's waning and the music is stopping is what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, ImageWorks and Cottonwood. I'm bringing those up. Now that I have Wendy back, there aren't any super major obligations aside from the the loan that I took out for fucking 600% APR, that I need to pay back within a month, or else it will become a massive fucking problem. Because, let's see, 1/10 of 1/6, 1/12 of 1/6, it's around 60%, close to 60%, the interest on, I guess we call it an MPR, not annual percentage rate, monthly percentage rate. It's like 60% monthly. I can deal with that. I cannot deal with 600%. That's ridiculous. I borrowed $1,000. I'm not paying back $6,000. That would be stupid. Just as long as I can pay off half of it within the week, that way that 60% doesn't look like 60% on 1,000. It looks like 30% on 1,000. I was gonna say 30% on 500, but also yes, that kind of does make sense, because when you pay it down, the portion also goes down, but it looks more like 30% on 1,000, and that's reasonable. That's a credit card's that's like credit card range, not payday loan range, but that's also monthly. So using the inverse calculation, it's like 300% APR. Not great, solvable, just a lot of hard work. Yeah, man. But no, I'm getting there. I am getting there, slowly but surely. I am going to piss a lot of people off. I am probably going to get kicked out once or twice during that time. But I will get there. I will get to where I need to be, and no one will stop me. I'm not fucking around anymore. This has to happen. This turnaround, it is a canon event. It must occur, or the universe ends. The button to end the universe is a trigger, and only my finger can pull it. So, yeah. God, this universe needs a lot of work. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I have Wendy back. That gives me way more opportunity. I'll have my rental on Monday. That will give me way more opportunity. And it's just making money, paying debts, maintaining my sanity. I was gonna say my addictions, but they're about the same thing. Just have to not drink black strain kratom, because that shit, I mean, it lasts very long. I like that, but it is strong. Too strong. It's like morphine to heroin. But yeah, I need a victory, and I guess I'll have it soon. Latest is on Monday. I won't allow anybody to stop me. This world is mine, and I'm launching the crusade to take it back. The gods have proven to me that they don't want war. But the universe does not realize what it's fighting against. Fifth dimensional being, by the way. But yeah, just as long as I can have my suit and the wedding gift by December. Just so I can flex. That's really all it. Just so I can flex. And I actually also have a friend. Her name's Lee, and she makes $45,000 a month off of crypto dividends. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but she's offering me the opportunity to get into the same thing with her. We're meeting on Halloween. We're friends, by the way. It's not like she's a random scammer. But then I'll be making $45,000 a month effortlessly. And I will have my apartment at the J16 with the rooftop pool and a skyline view. Yeah, no, that's it. I want to keep writing, but I have to watch the debate. Now, not only am I watching the debate so that I can do my schoolwork, but also because I'm realizing I should write about that too. I have actually gotten into local politics, city politics. I'm not a politician just yet, but I am now connected to an entire list of people with power, and with that I'm going to try to leverage my brains and my cuteness to and I guess my humor to build the world that I deserve. If it's a world that I deserve, it's a world that everybody deserves, and that is a good world. That is a good world. Mark my words. I will take over the city. It's all mine. And in the words of Johnny Booth, if you have something else to say, this is my town. You can end up face down. But yeah. It's not the end of the world. Quite frankly, it's the beginning of a new era. The skateboard era has ended, and I now have a vehicle. Soon I'm gonna have two, and with that comes so much opportunity. Yeah, no, that's it. Bye.